Hello everyone, I'm back with another video. This is kind of a long time coming. This video I announced a couple months ago that this particular compilation was going to be coming out. As you can tell by the title, the compilation is Michael Nesmith Different Drum, The Lost RCA Victor Recordings. Here is the cover. And as you can see, from the hand of Nez himself, an autograph. And I mentioned this in the last video that I did about this particular piece. I mean, the autograph was like, after it was all said and done, it was like a $5 autograph. After, you count every song that's on the album, make it equal $1, and add Michael Nesmith's autograph on there. It was a deal of a lifetime. So I think they're still on his Video Ranch website. He offers a lot of his material signed, so you can get First National Band records, compilations, solo stuff. I mean, he's got stuff that you can get signed. I want to say lyric sheets maybe, and he also does a Zoom that you can purchase a Zoom call with him and talk to him for a little bit. So that's something I've kind of thought about doing. I don't know. We'll see how it is. Anyway, that's not what this is about. Although I do recommend you go out and get this if you're a Nesmith fan. This kind of came out as a surprise. I know all of these recordings, which are recordings from his first 6 studio albums, with the First National Band, Second National Band, and then a couple of solo albums. I mean, it's Nez. If you like Nez's stuff, I know these tracks have been released in other forms. I think they were all released digitally a few years back. This is the first time it's all on physical copy, which I'm all pro physical copies. So get your physical copies, even if you've got these downloaded. But yeah, let's talk about the music. Well, first let me show you the CD. I've only got the CD, and you can see orange with RCA Victor. And here's the inside with Nez in his nudie suit. And I showed you the cover with his autograph. There's the back. I'm sorry for the glare. There's Nez in his nudie suit. 22 tracks. I'd say almost exactly half of them are instrumentals. The second half of the album, from song 15 through 21, are instrumentals of Magnolia Sims, Born to Love You, Hollywood, Tapioca Tundra, Roses Are Blooming, Tan My Hide, and You Are My One. And then the very last track is it's 2 really cool radio spots that he did for his album Loose Salute, which was the second First National Band album. So it's funny, it's Nez, and he kind of talked about, he's like, I could use this time to talk about my album, but instead I'm going to talk about Eric Clapton. And so he talks about Eric Clapton for a couple minutes instead of promoting his own album. It's very Monkees, very, very fun. Nez, even though he was a musician, he still never took himself seriously in terms of an artist. Really neat, pictures and stuff in there. There's Nez with the band, including Red Roads down there. Nez in his nudie suit again. There's some essays in here. Really neat pictures of Nez from that same photo shoot. And I'm trying my best not to put my hands on the signature. There's Nez and the boys. I guess something that I was, before I go into specifics about the music, I was kind of under the impression that there was going to be like a new forward by Nez, like new written stuff, and that's kind of misleading. There are some newer interviews in terms of like referencing some of the albums and the recording and that sort of thing, but it's not like a full page, 2 pages, or a paragraph for that matter of pure Nez writing, because he's a good writer, as you can tell by the songs and his book that came out a few years ago, his autobiography. Plus he's written short stories, The Prison, The Garden, that sort of stuff. So I was just a little disappointed that they just kind of threw in some little quotes in the the liner notes. But it's what it is. I got a Nez signature. I can't be too mad, and some songs I didn't have before. Some really neat pieces things that stick out. The very first song is different drum, completely different arrangement than when he re-recorded it. Then it's different than the Stone Ponies version. It kicks it off, and you're like, wow, he did play a little bit in the studio. He worked on arrangements and things. Let's see, Tango Amor is really good. I really like the version of Bye 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 on this. Again, I'm not going to talk too much about these individual songs, because I know, unless you know Nez's stuff, me just saying, like, oh, the break and Bye 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 and, the line where he says this and that, it doesn't mean anything to you, so you're not interested. I'm just going to give you a generic perspective of the album. So, because even Monkees fans don't, diehard Monkees fans don't delve into the solo stuff. And so it's just disappointing. But I'm a culprit of other bands that I like. I don't delve into the Beatles solo stuff like I should. I don't delve into Colin Blunstone from the Zombies, his solo stuff. I don't dive into Argent. That's just what happens. We get stuck in our band, and anything else is like a cheap comparison in our opinion as a fan. Really neat version of Keep On, which is from And the Hits Just Keep On Rolling, which was essentially a solo album that he did with Red Rhodes, his steel guitar player from the First National Band. I know Mickey Dolenz has it coming up on his album that's coming out next week of Dolenz Sings Nesmith. I'm really excited about that, because when I saw that song was on there, and I still think it's my favorite solo Nez tune. Yeah, but yeah, I know that there's always stuff in the Monkees camp coming out. I recommend this specifically. It's a good listen. It's not necessarily a listen where you put it on while you're eating a meal and it's playing in the background. It's more of like a lot of these types of compilations, is a historical document versus just an enjoyable piece of music. Even though it's not really, these aren't sloppy takes. These are fairly constructed songs. Unlike some of like the songs on Bob Dylan's bootleg series. But anyway, you can look it up to see what the full track list is. Go buy it on Video Ranch. It's Nez's site. You can still get it signed, as far as I know. It's not out on vinyl. I don't know if it's going to be coming out later this year, or if they've even announced any kind of vinyl release, but I'm happy with this. This is probably what I'll stick with. Let me know if you've got it. If you've got it on pre-order, you should have already gotten it. I got mine about a week or so ago. I'm just late to the party on this video. So let me know what you think. Rock on, Nez. Take care.